D-Rob, I think, had a chest, could not finish. Obviously, a disappointing finish. To lose again here on a walk-off. And I just told him, I appreciate the resiliency. That's there. No one has their head down. Everyone believes we can win. We're not doing enough all three phases to win these games, and that's very clear. So I just told them they need to get rested up this weekend. That's tough to play 2 games like that. Everybody has to do it. Seattle played well. Give them credit. Got to get rested up, reset our mind and our body, and then come back to Monday and get better at playing football. 3 phases really for now 4 games, pretty good sample size. We just haven't put it together like I think we're capable of putting it together. Those are just words. It's my job to make sure that we put it together. So that's what we'll be working on. What do we got?
Coach, offensively struggling in the first half, actually the first 3 quarters until that fourth. I know a game ebbs and flows, but what's going on offensively?
Yeah, we're not doing enough to win a game right now. I mean, point blank. So, between not really our run efficiency is not where it needs to be. Generating explosives, not where it needs to be. Penalties are killing drives. Sacks are killing drives. It's everybody, and it starts with me. So we got to find some solutions so we can play a little better. Because when we get it rolling, we can put points on the board. I know that. We just haven't done it for 4 quarters. And I know an NFL game, there's going to be ebbs and flows. That's a good way to put it. But we're not doing enough. So we got to find some solutions.
There's a reason for any kind of major changes on offense. They just got to play better.
No, there's not. We start with we got to coach better. But we do have to take a good hard look and look what's going on and adapt, because if we keep doing the same thing, in my mind, like when you've been in the NFL long enough, you got these stretches where you feel like you're letting some games slip away. If you keep just doing the same thing and hoping, that's not good coaching. So we will change and adapt some things. There's no doubt.
Mistake on the kickoff, giving them the ball at the 40-yard line, obviously hurt big time. What's he trying to accomplish there?
Keep it in play. That's kind of one of the things we talk about late in the game there with the amount of timeouts and time and what they needed, the line. We're trying to burn off some time there. I mean, Chad played his ass off. The game doesn't come down to one play. We didn't do enough collectively for 60 minutes to win the game. It's a good question, Gambo.
Smith and Jigma bottled up until it didn't.
Yeah, he's a good player. It's tough to contain him for a whole game. He had some critical downs there. That was a component of the game we knew going in. I thought the corners battled him. The safeties that were on him battled him pretty good. He made some good plays, and that's what it takes to win. They made a couple more plays than we did. It's life in the NFL, so we got to make some of those.
Did you feel like Marv's play kind of swung in the middle of that game from how it started to how it ended for Marvin out there?
What do you mean, Dave?
The interception, the bobble, and then for him to have the touchdown and to respond the way he did.
The response was fantastic. I thought he came and lit it up in the second half. Is that what you're asking? Yeah, absolutely. He got involved, made some big-time plays, a touchdown catch, big-time play, couple catches in those drives. He's winning one-on-one. I'm not worried about Marv at all. Like, he's going to be just fine. I thought he played faster today, too. That's what I told him. That's what I wanted to see. On a short week, there's not a lot you can work on because you're not practicing. I said, just let it rip and play fast. And I thought he did that. I'm not worried about Marv at all. I thought that he's resilient just like that whole crew is. That's the good thing from my view. I know we have a connected team. I know we will go down swinging. I know we ain't going to quit. I know we're going to fight tooth and nail. We just got to do a little bit better.
Why did it take so long for you to get?
I don't know. We got to figure it out. You know what I mean? Because up until the last, fourth quarter, like you said, Craig, like we're not putting enough points on the board right now. So we gotta score more, and all those things that I just talked about. It's not one thing. It's not one guy. It's not anything. It's collectively as a unit and as a whole, coaching and playing, that we got to score more points.
I've talked a few times about not putting it together on all three phases for 4 quarters, but was the fourth quarter an example of what it can look like when all three phases are working?
Yeah, I mean, I think, the defense until the end there, but I thought the defense got off the field when we needed some critical stops, and our offense, your back's against the wall, you're down two touchdowns, right? 14 points, go all the way down, score, get the ball back, go all the way down and score, and there were some big time plays in there too to extend those drives. I mean, Mike Wilson on the fourth, they got to have it. That was a huge play. Amari, Marv, Trey. So we're going to be fine. It's my job and the coach's job to make sure that we're doing enough throughout 60 minutes of football that we don't have this keep happening.
Coach, you mentioned sacks. 6 sacks is tough on an offense.
Yeah, it is.
It's getting behind the sticks.
Yeah.
How do you correct
Yeah.
that?
I mean, it's all 11. You know what I mean? It's everything from, the quarterback to the O-line to the receivers, the timing, all that. You know what I mean? And truthfully, Craig, I knew we were going to give up some sacks as much as we were going to throw it today. That's a good front. They got good rushers. They play a lot of different things in the back end, which makes you hold it a tick. You know what I mean? And I'm crediting Seattle, but we can't give up 6 sacks and think we're going to score points. They just kill drives. So a third down sack, I get it, but it's the sacks on early downs to me that are just, you're good luck trying to keep a drive going when you're behind the sticks like that. So we got to clean that up.
It was a lot more 11 personnel in the first half than we're used to seeing from you guys. Did that have more to do with Seattle or more with you guys trying to change some things up?
A little bit of both, truthfully, a little bit of both. I mean, what they've shown going into the game, if you play them in a phone booth, you ain't going to like the result. So we didn't want to play them in a phone booth all day. So that was part of the game plan, what we thought we had to do to win the game. And I liked how we operated out of 11. I did.
What did you see out of Trey taking on more of a role in the running back?
Probably, I got to watch the tape on that one, Tyler. I thought he made some plays. He had the one explosive. He caught a couple checkdowns, made some guys miss. I thought he was pretty decisive. Again, though, Trey's a component of the run game. It takes all 11. We have to run the ball better. It's just not where it needs to be right now. And that's a part that, going into the year, you think that you'd be able to run it a little bit better through 4 weeks. We've played some good fronts, but we got to take a good hard look of what we're doing in the run game and have that become more efficient.
Was the disparity in pass run more playing from behind or the struggles with the run game?
What was the disparity, Cam?
17.
Yeah, no, I truthfully, I thought to win the game, we're going to have to throw it all over the yard. Now, with saying that, the last 2 drives, obviously we went pass heavy because we're down 14. So I don't know if it was straight up what it would have kicked out, but yeah, that was the plan, to throw it more this week.
There was a point in the first half where Marvin looked pretty dejected on the sideline. What goes into bouncing back from the emotional toll of that first half for him?
Controllables, being psychologically trained, which he is. He wants to help the team win. He gets down on himself. He's got to let that go and control the controllables, which for him is just play fast, control your effort, your mode of play, and play fast. And I thought that's what he did. So that was good to see. I really liked his response.
Did you talk to him at any point?
Yeah, I said, keep playing fast. Let me see your effort. So I got you, and he did.
Coach, thank you.
Okay, thank you, guys.